So hello everyone, welcome back to another live trading session. I have literally just put in these trades. The US market was open, I was doing some final bits on the editing and I just entered these positions. You can have a look for yourself. So Saturday's session, let's start with that, shall we? So I entered these at, you can see price, entry price 77,294 for Bitcoin. So you can see exactly where I entered. So I was expecting a much sharper move from the US market open, which opened literally 10 minutes ago. So I did open that position. I'll do some final bits, and yeah, so we are currently in a long position on Ethereum, Bitcoin, Sui, and Pepe. For Ethereum, we are looking actually a little bit to the downside, if I'm completely honest. But I am expecting more of a push from Bitcoin towards the upside. So we've got 85 million liquidity. I believe that's, yeah, it's equal for both sides, but there's slightly more on the upside, which is a positive for us. So we're split between 76.6k and 78k. Now, right now we are slightly in the lower end, but it's all good.
I've seen plenty of power banks over my.
Oh my dear, shush. What is this afro? I don't want afro. There we go. Oh my days. So we're in a little bit of profit already. That is for Bitcoin's lacking behind a little bit. Ethereum, Sui, and Pepe are looking pretty nice. We had a massive pump over the weekend. I was trying to race home. Well, not race home, but you know what I mean. Trying to get home and yeah, trying to get a trade on, but I missed this opportunity and I was pretty gutted. I can't lie. Sitting at $114 in profit right now. We'll be doing some more technical analysis later on, so we'll do that very shortly. We'll have a look. We actually need to get a glint on and flow and Twitter. Ooh. We're looking extremely bearish for the whales, very bearish for retail, for mid, and slightly bearish for the retail actually. So we could be in for a move towards that downside. What have we got news-wise? Anything new? Russia announced new strikes on Kiev. Nice. The Russian Foreign Ministry has announced the start of launching a series of strikes. That's not good. Russian Foreign Ministry state strikes will target decision-making centers and command posts. Right now, we're looking at Russia and Ukraine, even though we got more actually. Well, the situation seemed to calm down, but at the same time, we are not looking too good. Conflict-wise, we're not looking too good. So I believe I might actually close in positions as conflict does seem to be increasing. So yeah. So we're in a tiny bit of profit, but I'm not liking this whole situation. We are looking for a heavy push to the downside. Conflict is escalating, and realistically, it's not looking too good. Not looking too good for Bitcoin. Price did just jump pretty high though. Like, we're seeing a very choppy market right now. Like, there's not much of an indication where price is kind of headed. But at the same time, it's not too... But it's a 50-50 right now, if I'm completely honest. Sat at about $65 in profit. Not too many. It's nothing crazy, but you can see that we've got a very choppy market right now. Structure-wise, I'm not really seeing too much. We have got a support level though, which is heavily being bounced off of. That's kind of what we got. Nothing else is kind of what we have right now. So it looks like we've actually we've got some resistance there, rejection there again, moves to the downside, rejection. We could see a move to the downside before we actually get some kind of maybe news, something getting better. So the market sentiment overall does need to get better for a continued move to the upside, and right now we are looking a little bit negative. So this level was previously the resistance level. So we actually tried to come to that level twice. We got rejected from it, and then the third time we actually came through pretty nicely. So you can see rejection here, rejection there, and rejection here. And then the third time, we've actually come through the level, but we've confirmed it on the other side, which shows that we've got some mirroring there. So this could be pretty valid because of the facts that we are confirming that this level is here, but we are confirming it from the upside, and now it's obviously going to be support, which before it was resistance. Can't get my words out. So I am expecting a continued move towards the upside, potentially looking to come past this previous high that we had at 77.6k. So a move up to, let's say, 78k would be pretty nice. We're currently sat at $258 in profit, 346 now. We was sat at about, it was down about maybe 100 or something like that, but yeah, we now are doing pretty nicely already. I will obviously keep Glint open. News is very important. Russian recommends that foreigners leave Kiev as soon as possible, and that its residents avoid military and administrative infrastructure facilities. I thought Ukraine was already all like, you know, what's the word, evacuated, but doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. So right now, we have got tensions at 60. $342 in profit right now. Sui is doing the most. Sui is doing the most, as it always does. I do like trading on Sui actually. These have currently been my top, well, I won't say Pepe as much. I haven't traded Pepe that much, but I have today. My top 4 right now are definitely Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pudgy Penguins, and Sui coin. So that is currently my go-to. It's currently my go-to. Sui does give us a lot of profit, which is very nice. I don't think liquidity's changed. 85 mil. We've got 2 order blocks there. 85 and 77. For the downside, we've got 81, 82, and 73, which is slightly more actually. So overall, we have got some, well, we've got some more confirmation now from this candle. You can see it's touched that level. We've got a confirmation here, here, there, and also there. So this support level is actually pretty strong. So the market, I believe, is building up some compression right now, some tension. Well, in this area, definitely. You can see how compressed we are. Price is relatively, you know, stationary. We're not moving too much. So I'm expecting a sharper move. Well, I would expect it in the upside, but currently the situation is not looking overly positive, to say the least. We are currently still in a we're a nice bit of profit. Bitcoin is kind of negative, but we have got a nice position on Sui. As you can see, we entered on the bottom of this support level, and we actually may be coming for a push towards the downside on Sui now, as we have got resistance there. You can see we've been rejected from this level many times. There, here again, there again, there again. So realistically, I believe we have got resistance at this upper level. So if we zoom in and actually try and get a level on there, it would probably look something like, this. So that's the level we currently have. If we do manage to break above it and actually hold above it and continue pushing higher, that would actually be a result of Bitcoin coming out of this compression zone that it's currently in. You can see it's compressing. It's relatively got no movement whatsoever. And yeah, I am expecting actually a move towards the upside. So maybe we'll get some more compression, but overall, I did actually expect a sharper move from the US market open, but we didn't get that. So yeah, you can see price has been obviously coming low the way it is, and then we actually do need to break above this whole structure to be continuing a move towards the upside. So right now I am looking for a break of this whole compressed structure here. I don't know, we don't want smiley faces, we need a rectangle. So right now, this is pretty much the area we have to come up above. So let's say we need to come up above, most likely in this area, to be continuing that move to the upside. So we have got many rejections from the support level, obviously keeping the price above, which is a very nice sign. We're already at a 417 profit, but Bitcoin does need to push higher and clearing obviously all these highs, and a nice indication that we are coming for an upside move is clearing these higher highs, which are obviously at the highest point, creating kind of this box. So we are still coming up in price. I believe Sui has now surpassed the zone it was kind of trading in, maybe not. So you can see it still has plenty of space to come for the downside, as well as obviously you can see the move here. It came for the downside, as well as here, and even here at the sharper move. But we obviously do need to come, well, I'd say past this previous high and continue to hold it for a longer move towards that upside. So right now, Bitcoin is, by the looks of it, trying to move out of this zone. We have some indecision in the market. We've got a doji candle right there, this little red one here. But I hope that indecision, is a potential push towards the upside. Buyers do seem to have control right now. Whales are extremely bearish though. Slightly bullish in the 24-hour time frame. What have we got? 30 million long liquidation, 16 million for shorts. So we are in a very compressed phase right now. But potential moves to the downside is what we could definitely see. Well, taking into consideration the situation that we have right now surrounding obviously Ukraine and Russia, it's not positive whatsoever. You can see we've got strikes on Kiev, and yeah, there's just more and more strikes coming in. So the situation doesn't look to be getting better. But that obviously affects oil prices. But I believe the Russia and Ukraine war impacts the market a lot more than the US and Iran war impacts the market a lot more heavily than the Ukraine war does. What does liquidation tell us? Liquidation tells us we have pretty much a absolutely level amount of liquidity for both sides. You can see we've got 85, 77, 81, 82, 73. I don't understand liquidity concepts. It's pretty much positions that are inside the market. Pretty much it's money that's just sat there. So limit orders, and pretty much positions that people have put in, and it's either a short or a long, and they are just sat there. And when obviously price comes to it, it takes those positions, it takes the money. So that's kind of the whole concept. You can maybe, I don't know, type it into ChatGPT if you fancy, and ask it to give you a explanation in a term that you understand better. Say, I don't know, you're heavily into cars, you're heavily into the gym. Tell it to give you a structured, detailed example of how liquidity works, obviously in the chosen term that you have. Do you think the price will go down? I'm currently in a bit of a predicament, but I don't know. I was expecting actually a much sharper move from the US market open, because over the weekend we actually got an insane pump which was about the Saturday that the Saturday that we went live. So about 11 o'clock, the market started pumping. There was more news coming out about things calming down. Everything was getting better. You saw a massive pump within the market. You can actually see that if I were to look now in the, let's do 10-minute time. I'll do 5 minutes actually. So we'll come into the 5-minute time frame, and yeah, you can see Saturday. This is the insane pump that we had. So from a level of let's say 74,500, as time went on, well, this was obviously at 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock we start pumping, and then we get to about 11. Well, here we had 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock we have a pump, and then a big pump towards 77,300. Oh, right, I didn't even know that. I did not even know that. That's why that move wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. Thank you for informing me. We're already at $634 in profit. No way. So the new NYSE's closed, Nasdaq's closed, bond markets are also closed. So tomorrow is going to be a big day for the market. Bitcoin is kind of still within the same level that we had. So we are coming up in profit more and more, which is very, very nice to see. Ooh, we've got a big push there. We've got a big push there. I don't want to see a push to the downside though. We don't want to see a fake out and then a push to the downside. $870 in profit already. Oh my god, that is crazy. We want to see that move continuing to push even further to the upside. So right now, we are still within this same kind of level that we were in about 10 minutes ago. 10, 20, whatever we have, we've been in the same kind of area for the whole time. Right, this music is draining the life out of me. Let's have a look. Nice. Nice. It needs to hold though. It needs to hold. 15 seconds, 10 seconds. We need to hold that. We need to hold that. 7 seconds. It looks strong though. It looks very strong. It looks super strong. Question is that an actual move, or are we going to get a move straight back down? We're at 1.1k profit already. That's crazy. That is crazy. We're looking strong though. We are looking very nice. Very nice indeed. That was nice. That was super nice. So this compression phase, you can see the result of this actual you know, compression that we had in this area. And now we've got a big push towards the upside. 1.2k profit already. That is insane. That is insane. We're still looking for a further push towards the upside. We actually do need to reclaim this high that we have, but we have actually came heavily outside of that compression zone. We was trading in for quite a while actually. So from about 4 o'clock, we was in this zone. We've cleared all these highs. We may have surpassed this area here as well, which is very, very nice. I am gonna up my, you know, take profits just in case we do come back down for that level, as we don't want to be coming into the negatives. We're still looking pretty sharp. We've just got a slight rejection from this level here, so you can see price has been. It came to this high. You can see how it obviously same kind of thing, and it got rejected. So I'm expecting a continuation towards the upside still. Now, if you haven't checked out today's video, make sure you do. Some very important topics in there, and it pretty much covers exactly what happened over the weekend. So make sure you check that out as well. What trades are you in? I'm still long from last night, Bitcoin and MNQM 2026, a couple props. I'm not too sure what that is. I'm currently in a trade of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Sui, and 1000 Pepe. So I opened this position just before the US market opened, not knowing the US market open is not open today from the US Memorial Day. Max put in the comments below. So that's my bad for not even you know, realizing that. So yeah, I was expecting a much sharper move, but instead we just, you know, compressed within this region, and now we have seen a big push towards the upside. We do actually need to see the price holding this level and potentially coming past this previous kind of high that we have here, and that would kind of give us a stronger signal and a continuation towards the upside. If not, we may even get a push back down to this zone where we have, well, currently a key support level. Let's have a look if liquidity's changed. Nope. I'm in the US and I said no one cares about our holidays. Well, it seems it's very important. I just don't know. I don't really. Well, I only know from my own country, so I guess that's probably the same with everyone else. So yeah, currently we are looking at a nice profit of 1.1k. We actually made a nice nearly 4k profit on Saturday. I can show you those trades. So we go order history. We do have. Where's it gone? So these little prices are the what's it called? The fees, the trading fees. So these are all trading fees. Well, now I've got obviously Pepe, Ethereum, Sui, and Bitcoin, and you can see those are currently the positions I have. So there's a slight trading fee for each position that you have, and you can see I did take a trade on Sui, but my stop loss was too low. But even though we could have lost a little bit more money, but at the same time, we maybe would have been up in another 1k profit. But anyway, that's that. So this was Friday's session, I believe. So we have 66 for Bitcoin. I don't think that was much of a significant push. Then we had 1.1k on Pudgy Penguins, 758 on Ethereum, 1.3k on Sui, and 264 for Bitcoin. And these were the trading fees that we have. So this was the trading fee for Sui, and you can see that was a position, that was a trading fee, and these are the current trading fees that we have. So price is still pushing up, 1.5k in profit nearly now. Very nice. Country, I'm from Latvia. If you guys know where Latvia is, it's a country in the Baltics. There's 3 Baltic countries, Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. So I'm in the Baltics. But more importantly, what do you guys think? Are we actually gonna get a peace deal this week or not? What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I've put a poll on so you can guys click it, you don't have to type. I'll make your lives a little bit easier for you. So make sure you check that link down in the description below, which will take you to Everdex. We've got a lot of nice things in there. We've got prize pools, we've got competitions. You've got, let's say, what have we got? Well, you can trade anything. You've got Bitcoin, you've got crypto, you've got oil, you've got gold as well. Silver, you've got stocks, obviously meme coins as well, which is kind of cool. We are putting in Forex as well. So if you're a Forex guy or Forex, I don't know, girl, whatever, then you can definitely tune in. That'll be coming very, very soon. But yeah, check that link down in the description below if you fancy that. So currently we've actually got no news whatsoever.
The first full body.
First full body.
First full body.
Bruh. Right. I like trading minis. NQ. Nasdaq, is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure with your terminology. I'm not too educated on that. You can see we've been getting rejected from this level many, many times now. So a potential move towards the upside is definitely still up for grabs. So we are getting currently rejected from this level. So you can see candle touches it perfectly, shows that level is there. So yeah, we are getting some rejection from this area right now. Let me know if you guys want to see some more educational stuff, then definitely drop that down in the comments below. Maybe if you're, I don't know, maybe you want to understand how support and resistance levels work, how trends work, maybe how to understand the market a lot better. using, I don't know, indicators. There is actually a video on indicators in the channel, so make sure you check it out if that's something you are looking to, you know, try and learn. How did you get into trading? Well, I don't know. From I'd say about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I had a weird feeling about trading, and then I tried it myself. It didn't really work out, but I actually did make some pretty impressive results. So I traded on a foreign exchange network. So what I would always do would be, I'd always trade gold. Gold was kind of my go-to. You can get a nice amount of profit on gold. It was also very volatile, so you could catch some very, very nice moves within the market for gold. I did try many, many times, and I'd say about 2 or 3 times I had about 50 pounds. I was currently living in the UK, so I had £50. I put that into the account, and let's say in about a week's time, or within a couple of days, I somehow made £400. I'm not sure how it worked. I had no clue what I was doing. I was simply just trying to. I was looking at the bars. I was looking at the charts. Just sat there, hours upon hours, just trying to see what's going on, trying to understand, and yeah, we kind of got some nice profit. But now I've done obviously a lot of learning. Things have been difficult, but here we are. Here we are. Things are getting better. Obviously, I'd say me being the same position as you guys are. If you're a complete beginner, I can definitely understand how you feel. You don't know anything. It all feels like alien technology. You don't know how to even, I don't know, deposit money into the account. You know, it's difficult, I know. But I'm here to teach you guys if you are willing to learn. If there's something you want to see specifically, like I said before, don't be nervous to drop a comment down below. So, we are actually seeing more rejection from this level. But the fact that buyers are still continuing to try and get through this level is very nice. That could be that move there. If it's strong enough and it actually holds above, then this could be that move that we were looking for. So 77k realistically is kind of our goal right now. So for Bitcoin, we can put in 78k, sorry, 78k. Ethereum, we were actually, I believe it was coming up to the, let's have a look, shall we? So you can see, this was actually at Saturday. This was the Saturday's big pump. So from about 11 o'clock, we saw a massive move towards the upside. So from a level of 2074 to a high of 2,145. Currently, we are on the move to the upside, and I will most likely put the take profit at 2,145 actually. That is a level we've been rejected from many times before. You can see rejection. We've been actually moving within this level since Monday. So since last Monday, this level has been very key. So a whole week of this level, you can see we've been kind of moving within it. We saw a big move to the downside. That's obviously that Bitcoin movement that we saw all the way down to 74k. Yeah, we did see a move back into that region, and I believe we may have now reclaimed this key level that we had previously. So 2,145 is exactly where I am aiming for. So we'll put that on. We'll put that on for Ethereum. So 2,145.95. I'll take us to a profit of 738. Now we are going to put in a stop loss at this previous low. So we'll do 2,117 for Ethereum. 2,117. It's still some profit. It's better than nothing, of course. For Bitcoin, we can do that previous kind of low region as well. So we'll do 77,409. 77,409. So ideally, when you are trading, you want to put your stop loss. Obviously, well, when you enter a position, let's say we have just entered a position for a move towards the upside. Say right there. So your target is the well, that's Bitcoin. We'll do Ethereum actually. So we've just entered a position for a move to the upside, exactly there. So your take profit is going to be, like I have, 2,145.95. So to actually, when price is starting to move up to the, say price gets to, let's say, price gets to about this area, right? Let me just draw that. So price is moving. Price is moving. And then it gets to here. And then let's say your take profit is still all the way down here. And price now does a move where it comes all the way down. Now if you have your take profit, let's say, price is moving, you'll still be in profit if your stop loss is, let's say, there. So it's important that you actually bump it up so you don't lose money. We may have actually, well, realistically, we need to hold above this level and continue higher to get. So this could still be another fake out, or it could be rejection from this area here. But I believe it's just rejection from that area there. So the next kind of area we're looking for Bitcoin is here. So if we make it past here, then a potential level that we are looking for is definitely 78k. And 78k would be very, very nice. Now for SUI, we can also put in a stop loss, just in case market does shift heavily and we don't want to be coming for a big loss. We'll do 1.0512. 1.0512. That's a stop loss there. And for take profit, we were looking at, where are we looking at? So we are in the hourly time frame. So realistically, coming past. Yeah, so let's say 1.1219. 1.1219. 5k. Crazy. I mean, it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable if we actually obviously come past this candle that we had on Saturday. That's what it looks like anyway, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday is where we had that level. So 11 o'clock, you can see a big push towards the upside. I believe we may be coming in for a move towards that downside, but let's have a look. Like I said, I don't want to exit too early. There was a couple of moments on Saturday's live where I was getting a little bit worried, and I did want to actually exit the trade. But even if we actually play the trade out fully, which would have been till the 11 o'clock at night, there would have been like, I don't know, 12k profit definitely. But we came in at a nice 4k profit, just under actually, 3.8 I believe. And yeah, we take it, we move on to the next day. And I took that Sui trade again. Obviously I put a nice stop loss in just in case. So at that point I thought that's it, no more trades, and we've made a nice profit today. We'll call it a day, start a fresh Monday, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. Now we are sat at a 1.5k profit. We've just seen a big, well, what you call big, but we've seen an impulse from Bitcoin right now, and that has obviously pushed the price of all the other currencies. So Sui has definitely seen a push to the upside. Maybe not as much as Bitcoin. Sui does like to kind of hover around at times. So yeah. Now this is the next kind of area we are looking for. $77,436 for Bitcoin. We'll bump that stop loss even up a little bit more. 77,336, I believe. No. 77,467. 467. For Pepe, I haven't got an actual stop loss. For Pepe, we'll go at 0.003619. 0.003619. So that's a just in case. So even if price does shift heavily to the downside, let's say it just dumps right now, we'd still be in profit, as we have a nice safe margin for error. For take profit, we'll have a look at the higher time frame to understand where we are headed to. So we can do 0.0037. Was that 37? 0.00378. 0.00378. That's the 1k profit as well for Pepe, which is insane. So it looks like Bitcoin has heavily pushed outside of that region, which is very, very nice. And now the next kind of area we are looking to is this high that we have. 1.5k profit already. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright guys, I will be back very, very shortly, and I will let you all watch this trade unveil. So I'll be back very, very shortly. then. What have we got? Looks like some indecision in the market right now, but yeah, still looking for that upside. We've got some new Trump push Saudi Arabia and Qatar to recognise Israel by joining the Abraham Accords. Yeah, I mean, it's relatively quiet today. We've not got, well, we've got really no news at all, which is a little bit strange, but I reckon it's because of that Memorial Day today, but we'll definitely see some, you know, stronger price action tomorrow. But I am still looking for that upside as we are in a very good MACD does slightly seem to be leaning to the downside. Stochastic is at the bottom, but strength index is relatively nice. We're still in the 50 region. Let's have a look. Whales are still extremely bearish. We don't really want to be coming past this previous low, otherwise we may see a move to the downside continuing. I mean, there is a possibility that we do have a downtrend forming. So from this high to that high and to the downside, but right now we're still in a pretty nice position. We've not really got a major shift with the market for us to obviously come out of this trade and maybe look towards a downside, which is a good indication. Still sat nicely at a 1.2k profit. I am still, obviously, like I said, waiting for that continuation towards the upside. But we have made a lower high, which is not too good. We have a doji candle, some indecision in the market. Still sat nicely at that 1.3k profit. So we have actually surpassed many levels, which is a good sign. We're actually a strong push at this region, and that is obviously a result from this compression zone that we had. We have come past all of these previous highs, which is very nice. But we obviously do need to continue pushing higher than this previous one and the one before that, and then looking to surpass these previous highs. So I believe there is a lot of resistance there at this current level that we have, which is obviously putting sellers currently in a bit of a stronger position. So buyers do need to step in more aggressively for us to continue to see a push towards the upside. don't know what that sell limit order there is for, which I don't think that's actually legit. 0.001, I'm not sure what that is, but yeah. So ideally, we do need to continue this move towards the upside, potentially coming past this and this previous high. That would give us a nice indication that price is still continuing that move. But buyers are still in control. But if we fail that, and let's say we come past where we have these what's it called again? Stop loss, then we may be in for a move towards the downside. Currently we're looking pretty nice. We have pushed now above that previous high, and then let's have a look. Pushed above that one now, which is very, very good. Very nice impulsive move there. Very nice, very nice, very nice. 1.7k profit already. Coming up to 1.8, I believe. Yeah, 1.8k there. Holy shit. That is a very strong move. We've surpassed all those previous highs. That is crazy. 1.9k profit. We're nearly at 2k profit already. And we're only 67 minutes into the trading session. 1.8k profit. We don't want to be seeing a push back from the sellers now. Buyers are heavily in control. We've had a major push to the upside. That is crazy, that is crazy. We're seeing some very impulsive moves today. So 77,600. We've made a high of 77,747. We still are looking for that 78k level, which is we're actually coming very close to it now. And that would put us a very nice profit indeed. You see, buyers are still in control, considering this candle hasn't moved down, obviously, this whole move of the bullish one. So when we actually see rejection and sellers stepping in pretty aggressively, what we see is obviously the impulsive move from the buyers, which we just saw, and then an equal amount from the sellers, meaning we've got a lot of resistance. Sellers are pushing that price back down, and this would have been a fake breakout, but currently it looks genuine, and we are in a very nice indication for that continued move towards the upside. Israel bombs southern Lebanon again. That's not good. That is not good for our trade. So any negative news, increased conflict, things like that would definitely increase tension, and tension, as you know, is not good for the markets, and price does tend to come bearish. $1.9k profit. Considering we are only an hour into the session, that is crazy. That is crazy. We want to see that move continuing. I believe RSI wants to come back within a nice level for us to continue that push towards the upside. Or we might see some rejection first and then a continued move to the upside. So considering that move just obviously happened, we can now put our obviously stop loss even higher. So for Bitcoin, we can put our stop loss at 77,506. So that's what we'll do. Bitcoin 77,506. So even if market does shift heavily to the downside, we still are going to be in about $266 of profit on Bitcoin. We'll do the same for Ethereum, Sui, and Pepe, just in case. We want to be, you know, in the best position we can, and obviously, no one wants to lose. No one wants to lose. So we'll do that. We'll do the same thing for Ethereum as well. We can do, let's say, 2,121.91. 2,100 and what was it? 2,121. 121.91. And then the same for Pepe. I mean, for Pepe, we could actually do this. Well, we may be able to leave that there for now, because it looks pretty good. It's pretty safe. It's a pretty safe margin to be in. Let's have a look at Sui. For Sui, we can actually bump it up to, let's do 1.053. 1.053. There we go. Now Bitcoin is slightly pushing towards the downside. We're still sat at about 1.6k in profit. Buying pressure is slowly coming down, but RSI is looking good. We're in a 60 region. Stochastic is also looking good. MACD is still leaning to the upside, which is very good. But we do need to see a bigger push from the buyers. So realistically, I could enter a Pudgy Penguins position right now for an expectation of a continued push towards the upside. So for Pudgy Penguins, we can come to a high of, let's do the hourly time frame, and we will do 0.009416. Let's have a look. 0.009436 was it? Yeah, that's good. That's good. So currently we're in 5 positions, 1.7k profit. So the fact that I took that position was because we currently have what it looks like to me anyway is a low forming. You see, this is a low, and what I'm expecting right now is a continued push past this high. So this is what we normally see within the market. The price comes to about maybe, let's say, just under a half of the initial move. So let's say half would be, let's go magnet. So this is that whole move. So halfway would obviously be about there. So you can see price came about halfway of this candle, and it looks like we are continuing that move towards the upside. And that is definitely what I'm expecting right now. We do need to see more buying pressure though, otherwise we may be in for a move towards the downside. If we obviously come to this low and actually come past these previous lows, which wouldn't be too good. So this is exactly what I'm expecting right now, to come past this previous high. We don't seem to have anything kind of in the way of this initial move. So 78k looks like a reasonable level where we could be, you know, looking for potentially a move to the downside once we reclaim and sweep that liquidity that we have sat there. So you can see we've had resistance at this level, a lot of resistance there, some there as well. So that looks like that 78k is being protected by the sellers. So we're currently sat at 1.8k profit. Pudgy Penguins is just yet not in profit. We're not too worried about that just yet. It will catch up. It will catch that momentum. Price is slowly but surely coming for that move to the upside. So you can see liquidity has disappeared, well, quite a lot from the downside. So downside, we've got 94.32 million. Actually, we've got more liquidity in the downside. We had many order blocks, but we have now only one. We had about 3 there, and yeah, there is slightly more liquidity in the downside, but we are still looking very positive on this trade in general, which is good. We'll actually set a stop loss for Pudgy Penguins just in case. $0.009063, $0.009063, $0.009063. 855. Let's do 150. That's a reasonable stop. Not stop, but profit to loss ratio. So ideally, a profit to loss ratio is a 3-to-1. Say if you're trading within, let's say a trend, trading within the trend. Yes, that is correct. So here we have a trend. You can see price is sticking to the support and resistance levels. You can see support on the bottom, resistance on the top. Your price can't get past the resistance here, 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 here again. And then support is keeping that price from coming even lower. So there, 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 there. But we do have a breaker structure there. So we have a bullish uptrend right there. So this move is called a bullish uptrend. So. Price is still continuing to that move, for that move to the upside, sorry. Yeah, so this is what we call a bullish uptrend. Now this is obviously when price is going up, bullish is up, bearish is down. So you can see we're sticking within these key levels, and my point was, what was my point again? I completely forgot. My point was, oh my god, that's not good. I was trying to make a point, but it's I've kind of completely forgot what I was trying to explain. Cooked. It's gone. It's completely gone. Head is a shed. What was I trying to explain there? Well, I mean, I can tell you a little bit about trends then. So, bullish trend is obviously price going up. Bearish downtrend is, well, I believe we have one here. Price sticks to certain levels while slowly coming towards the downside, making higher highs. Well, for bullish, it would be higher highs, higher lows. So you can see each high is higher than the previous, and each low is obviously higher than the previous. So we have a high here, a low here, a low here, high, Yeah, so we have a high there and a low there. So the fact that this high didn't come past this previous one suggests that there is a weakness within this uptrend. So a result of that, you can see, is we actually came through the support level and continued to come down. So when we see weakness, it's most likely an indication that we are going to be shifting, obviously, in structure and coming to the downside. So that can be the same for, let's say, we're coming down in price and structure shifts. We can't make a obviously a lower high or a lower low, and price does actually start to shift in the other direction. A consolidated trend would be something like, let me just show you. I think price is just pushed past. No, slowly we are coming up to that level. Very nice. A consolidated trend would be, well, it wouldn't really be a trend as it's just consolidation, but it's still sticking within a key level. So let me have a look at, let's have a look at gold. Let's say that's a resistance and that's a support. That was quick, but it's obviously there. So support and resistance levels, the more touches on the candles you get, the better the level is. So that obviously is a way of the market showing that there is strength within it. So each of these candle wicks that touches the line perfectly shows that there is strength within that level. So we have a touch here, we have a touch here. That was just a quick one, but we are in a 1 hour time frame, so there will be a lot more touches on those levels if we look in a lower time frame. It won't be seen now because I've got to go all the way back, but you get the idea. For Ethereum, it can be very nicely seen. As you can see, the price has stayed within this level for a very, very long time. Well, not a very long time, we are talking within a week, but that is still quite a significant amount of time for the price to be, you know, moving in. So we have a false breakout there, but you can still see price has been moving within this level. Well, when price comes above, that's what we call a false break. You can see the rejection from the size of these candle wicks. So if we get a big candle wick like this and this, that is rejection. That's pretty much price went bullish from this candle, it went up, and then sellers pushed it down aggressively. You can see pushed back down. Same here, we tried again, confirmation, push back down. Tried again, rejection, push back down. And it's the same kind of thing for the support level. It's when the price gets to that level, buyers step in aggressively, pushing that price back up. You kind of get the idea. Now, where are we looking like? Price does look like it's struggling to push towards the upside. So we may be in for a shift within the market and potentially a move towards the downside. RSI is still looking pretty nice. MACD is looking to be sloping to the downside though. Tension wise, I believe we are still the same. We're slightly better actually. We are 59, was at 60. What have we got liquidity wise? Liquidity is still more in the downside. So we have seen a slight change in liquidity. Let's have a look at oil. Oil prices are slightly, there's a big push there. So I believe Bitcoin will have a big push there to the downside. Maybe not. We're still keeping pretty nice. We're still looking pretty good. Still looking pretty good. Right, let's have a look what you guys think. Peace deal or no peace deal? 75% of you think there's going to be a peace deal this week, and 25% of you don't think there's going to be a peace deal. So a peace deal looks good. I mean, personally, I've got a feeling that we will get one, as the situation is a lot more different than it was before. So the situation previously was a lot more different. Say someone didn't like something, and you know, it got shut down immediately, and yeah, there wasn't really any kind of movement within the market. There wasn't really any certainty that things were actually going to get better. It was just like a back and forth. Things getting breached, the peace agreement was getting breached over and over again, and yeah, we didn't really see any changes in a positive way. I believe we may be building some pressure within this area right now. You can see price is kind of, well, we are in the 1 minute time frame, but the candle wicks are still, you can see we've got like rejection from both sides. So this could be kind of like a battle zone for the price right now, and we may see a move like we did in the downside at the start of the session. So you can see very, very volatile and choppy. This is what we call a choppy market. So price kind of doesn't know where to go. Buyers and sellers are kind of in a 50-50. They're fighting for the price. And then maybe we've had someone higher step in, say we're bigger capital, a bigger player, and he's pushed the price up dramatically. So yeah, we're still looking pretty good though on that push. Buyers are still in control by the looks of it. You can see by the bars as well, that's buying pressure. This is obviously selling pressure. And you can see that buying pressure is a lot it's a lot more significant than the selling pressure. So we are looking pretty nice. But you can see price does slow down in this upper range. We did just push heavily to the upside, but that move does need to continue. You can see, well, pretty much what we've had right there is a strong, aggressive push from the sellers. So the size of this candle wick is pretty big. So the sellers actually stepped in pretty aggressively and pushed that price back down, and so it obviously couldn't come even higher. So right now, what I'm looking like, well, what the market is looking like is something like this. So we'll most likely see some more movement like this, and then a stronger move towards the upside. We've actually had some pretty strong moves towards the upside for today, like here as well, here. So yeah, we are looking pretty nice. And we just had a big impulse to the upside. Buyers are still in control. Sellers don't want that price to come up. Whales, I believe, are bearish, leaning to the bullish side though. Yeah, you can see whales were they're extremely bearish, I'd say about half an hour ago. Now they are bearish. Mid is very bullish, and retail is neutral but leaning to the bullish side. There is 18.4 million liquidity in longs. That's actually in the 24-hour time frame, but there's 2.61 million in shorts and 12.2k in longs. So we are still looking pretty nice for that push towards the upside. So whales are actually transitioning towards more a bullish move. So 78k is definitely a level we are kind of aiming for, and I actually feel pretty nice about this level, as we are seeing a very nice move from the buyers today, which is very, very good. Now make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, it'll be greatly appreciated, and check that link out in the description below. If you're looking for a place to trade, then look no further than that description box down below, which will take you to Everdex. I use this platform every day, you see me use this platform every day, we're live every day, so next live session, definitely tune in. But yeah, we've got a lot of nice things on Everdex. We've got Forex coming in to the exchange very, very shortly. So if you're a Forex person, then that is definitely something you should be looking forward to. But you can see we've had some nice pushes from the buyers. Sellers are actually pushing back though. There is some indecision in the market. You can see doji candle there. So we'll actually see how this whole kind of move plays out. We'll actually put this, we'll put the stop loss up even further for Bitcoin. So we'll come to this previous kind of high that we have, and that will put us at 77,587. There we go, there we go. Lovely jubbly. We'll actually come to that previous low now, so 77,627 for Bitcoin. 77,627. 2.2k profit. Let's go. That is sick. 2.3k profit. OMG. OMG. That is crazy. I want to know what you guys think. Are we going to hit that 78k? Click that button, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. We're looking 2.5k in profit. Oh my days. Oh my days. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We've had two perfect sessions actually. Last session, we came to about a 3.1k in profit, as we did have that little loss for Sui. So we'll comfortably say, well, let's just make it 3k to round it off. So 3k trade on Saturday's live. Thank everyone for joining in on that session. It was very nice. We had about, well, we came up to a nice amount of views actually. A lot more than expected. And a lot more than previously had, which was very nice to see. And yeah, we had a very nice session that day. Even though it was a weekend, we actually made the most of it and actually got a very, very nice trade, which was actually pretty surprising considering it was the weekend. So what have we got now? So it looks like a fake out to me. It looks like a fake out right now. I'm still looking pretty positive on that 78k level though. Still looking pretty positive. You see, buyers still have control. Buyers are still in control. Oh, we have shifted slightly within the market though. A lot of selling pressure right there. We can't be coming past this previous kind of low area. That wouldn't be too good. So it looks like sellers have actually pretty aggressively stepped in. But I still am expecting that move towards the upside. Let's have a look on flow actually. What have we got? I believe we've just been stopped out now. Yep. And that's that. 1.6k profit, could have been a potential 2.5, but that move was very, very fast, as you can see. As you can see, very sharp move. 3 large candles. So right now, yeah, we kind of need to try and look where we can get a position on. So the fact that I had that stop loss was very, very nice, but it still could mean that this was obviously just a fake out and a potential continuation towards the upside. Or we could see a full-on move to the downside right now. We don't want to be going in too early. We don't want to catch that move, because then that would look more like gambling than actual trading. So for now, we are kind of going to do some analysis and see see where price is headed. Let's have a look. So we had 359 for Bitcoin, 445 for Sui, 169 for Pepe, 281 for Ethereum. So it's not bad. We are still in a very nice amount of profit, which is good. So right now, I've not really got a real indication of where price is headed. But whales were actually leaning towards the bullish side, because previously they were extremely bearish. But I believe we may still be coming for a move towards the upside, but we'll see. We'll see. Thing is, we need to reclaim that high again for us to obviously continue to 78k. So a failure to reclaim that high and obviously come past this previous kind of area, that would kind of indicate a stronger move towards that downside. So right now it's in a pretty tight decision zone, so we have to kind of not rush this, as we could be in for a nasty loss, which we don't want to see. So you can see price is relatively, well, stationary. But we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get price-wise. If we get a move back up to the upside or not. And if we reclaim this level, then we could be looking good. If not, then there is a potential that we actually do come for a push towards the downside. Now, MACD is still leaning towards the downside. Buying pressure has come down significantly. You can see buying pressure there, lower, buying pressure there, lower, and a small amount of buying pressure there. So you can see sellers are actually pushing that price pretty heavily. So like I said, in this decision zone is right there. And currently we've got no genuine indication of where price is headed. So realistically, a push towards the downside, there's definitely something we can kind of look for. So it looks like we may have failed to reclaim that level. Let's have a look. Let's refresh that. $77.52K. I don't know, but it slightly does look like we are maybe cooling off, because if this was an actual genuine move, we would have seen a continuation even lower and surpassing kind of this area, coming back within that level relatively fast, but we've not got that. And 77. So we'll actually see what we get at this level here. If we lose this level, then I will be coming in for a short position. If not, then we will be longing to that 78K. $78K. I just made 300 on that move from MNQM. Nice. But yeah, we've seen a pretty big shift to the downside right now. Market sentiment is pretty much stationary. We've not had any, we've had no news of things actually getting better. Things have been relatively the same right now. Oh yeah, and also on Overdex you get a ticket where you can actually use to do this lucky draw thing. So pretty much you press it and then you can claim, let's say, 0.1 USDT. And you can get to the top where you can win 100K, which is crazy. Failed. So these are the recent winners. Top winners are 1,000 USDT, which is pretty crazy. Just from a little challenge. Just from a little challenge. $77,500. Let's have a look on Twitter. What have we got for Twitter? Yeah, Twitter, we're not really got anything either. Mainly just things from yesterday, over the weekend. Some like, that's mainly all the news we have right now. But we'll see what happens. It seems we are getting a little pushback from the buyers. MACD is still not at a nice kind of level where I would be in for a move just yet. We are curling upwards, same on the RSI. Strength wise, we're only at 45 though. We want to be in the 50 zone, like 60 zone would be perfect for a nice push. We want to see MACD curling upwards as well, and running parallel to the upside. But right now we're in a 50-50. We're in a 50-50. If we do reclaim this zone, then we could be entering actually a long position, but we actually do need to reclaim this zone first, and actually come past kind of this previous high that we have. So until that happens, we are neutral. We'll see what happens. But I believe we'll definitely get some resistance at 78k. 78k is kind of the level that we haven't come through, well, for a long time now. So ever since 22nd of May, you can see we've had a big push towards that downside. I think that was a Friday, if I'm not mistaken. We actually did make a high of 7. No, that was not. Yeah, that we haven't even touched 78k obviously yet. We made a high of 77,870. So I believe we could be actually in for that move to the upside, as Bitcoin does not like to leave liquidity just sat there. When it's close, it does draw back, but then it eventually claims that back. So I reckon I might be in for a long position based on that. But we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Their acceptance is making me feel a bit awkward. Let's dance again, shall we?
Left up the street, nothing but grey concrete and dead beats. Grab something sweet, Mickey D's or KFC. Only one choice in the city. Don't voice in my pity, now let's get to the nitty gritty. Tune reminds me of my first D. Like unique, still 16 and feeling horny.
What on earth is that? Right. Let's have a look. Price is still holding this level though, which is a good sign. So the level we are currently coming for is this level that we had here, 77.4. Let's have a look what we've got. Sui. Sui. We're coming for a quick trade on Sui. We are making lower highs, lower lows. So, looking at Bitcoin, you can see we've got a high, low, high, low. So, potential zone we can come into would be about 77,602, and then a continuation to the downside. So, I potentially may have slightly come in a little bit too early. But I will put a limit order on for 77,603. 77,603 for a short. So I am expecting the price now to come within that level of 74k, which would be initially kind of where we have this blue line. Seen a slight push for Bitcoin now though. But like I said, this is the kind of level I'm looking at right now. For then a continuation towards the downside. Unless buyers step in more aggressively, that is. So coming past this previous high would put us in a pretty bad position. And we will most likely exit that position.
Too many ideas.
You can see we've got some rejection though. Got no news whatsoever. No news whatsoever. Drone crews of Maximum Battalion at work. Yeah, we've not really got anything right now. Full statement from the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Statement from the Russia just drew the line in blood after Kiev's drone strike slaughtered 21 civilians, mostly teenage girls asleep in their college dorm. That is cooked. That is so bad. That is so bad. Sui is actually somehow pushing pretty high. I'm looking for a continuation on Bitcoin though. We've actually seen some rejection there from the from that previous high. So price hasn't obviously come past the previous high, which is well, it's good for us right now. Ideally, we need to come past and create a lower low, which would put us in a nice bit of profit on Sui as well. I never close my trades from Bitcoin. It's sideways and up like consolidation zones. And 12 of oscillators indicating uptrend. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Bitcoin's looking heavily influenced on macroeconomics right now. So anything that we currently see in the market is obviously going to have some kind of effect on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is very, I'd say, fragile right now. I want to see that move. I want to see that move to the downside. We're getting kind of edged right now. It's either going to be a nice bit of profit or going to be cooked, but we are seeing that move to the downside. Buyers are still kind of in control though by the looks of it, so I want to close this position as soon as I can, because I do still think we are in a move towards the upside. Yeah, you see Wales is slightly bullish now, mid is bullish, retail is slightly bearish. We want to see one more low creating. I want to see one more low being created. I want to see a push to the downside. Come on now. I mean, this is kind of the real decision zone right now. Push to the downside is definitely what I'm looking for. Definitely what I'm looking for. Do you ever trade news? Why or why not? Yes, of course, of course. News is definitely something I trade. Well, I wouldn't say directly. I'm like, not like I'm waiting for news to come out. But sometimes when I'm in the trade, it is important to obviously have a source open that obviously shows you the news. Because then if it's something bad, depending on what position you're in, it could obviously pretty heavily affect your trade. So yeah, obviously I always try to keep the news. Well, it's always open anyway, but yeah, news is definitely something I trade on, but not specifically to, you know, sit there, wait for news, and then kind of lock my position in depending on what kind of news it is. Say if it's like, I don't know, I'm in a position for a long one, and then something pretty heavy comes out, then I will most likely exit that trade. Well, obviously depending on the scale of that news, what comes out. So you can see we've got some rejection there. I want to see that price coming lower past that previous low. That'll be very nice to see. Sui is down 618. That is cooked. That is absolutely cooked. Making a lower low would definitely put us back into the profitable region for Sui, definitely. Let's have a look. Like, you know, the price isn't actually that far up. It's just because of the lot size. The lot size is pretty big on Sui right now, as I did think was going to get much more of a significant you know, moves to the downside first, but yeah, we didn't really get that. And yeah, I'm still looking for that lower low, and it seems we may have got that. Buyers are pushing back though. Buyers are pushing back pretty heavily. Yeah, that's just too much right now. We'll come in for a long position actually on that, as I do. You can feel the pressure from the buyers right there, and you know, let's have a look. We'll come in for a long position on that. Same for Pudgy Penguins as well. We have obviously held that price there. We can reverse that Bitcoin position actually. Bitcoin reverse. There we go. So we've just got another lucky ticket. Oh, so close. Maybe I got a little bit greedy there, but yeah, I'm still looking for that upside. Like we've held that level. We've now made a higher low actually, and yeah, that upside is still looking pretty nice. So I did think price was going to come a little bit more on that sweep position, but it is what it is. We take what we can. We'll come in for a long on Ethereum as well. So for Bitcoin, looking at that 78k. So ideally, we want to be making back what we just lost on that Sui trade, plus more. That would be very, very nice. But you see, market has shifted from that downside to the upside. Buyers are selling control. That's what it looks like anyway. Right, guys, I'll be back very, very shortly. Right. So we're in a bit of a loss right there. But it looks like we've come back slowly, which is very nice. Let's have a look on Twitter. What have we got? What have we got? Trump says Iran deal could include additional countries joining Abraham Accords. We're still kind of leaning to the upside though. So you see we are pushing towards the upside again, which is good to see. So we haven't actually come within like this kind of zone. We have come in slightly, but we've been rejected. You can see a strong push from the buyers there. So ideally we need to cover all of these highs and kind of this area that we have for a nice continuation. Currently this does look more of a, you know, a healthy reset before it move back up to that 78k, but it's still yet to be obviously determined, as we have a pretty major level to kind of come through there. So buyers do need to start stepping in more aggressively, to say the least. So yeah, look, we've got a rejection there again. But the fact that buyers do keep stepping in is a pretty good sign. Yeah, we need to see a push, continued push from the buyers right now. So Pudgy Penguin's kind of keeping us afloat right now. Sui is kind of lacking behind a little bit. Bitcoin is obviously down because we are below our entry price. But we do need to continue that push for the upside. Let's have a look. Whales are neutral, mid is slightly bullish, retail is bearish. What we want to see is a push beyond this level that we have. There's a nicer push for Bitcoin. Like I said, we need to come past all those previous highs. Otherwise, we are still in this kind of consolidation. Which is not what I want to be seeing. That's not what I wanted to see. We still are in a slight profit with Pudgy Penguins though. But we do need to come bullish a lot more. We need to come past obviously these highs. So buyers do keep pushing back. RSI is within a 50 range. We need to come back within a high 50s, low 60s range for some more strength to come back within the market. MACD is slowly leaning towards the upside though.
This is the perfect pair period.
So this is kind of a decision moment right now. It's either we push to the upside or we get a further drop to the downside, which would obviously be pretty bad for us, but I still am expecting that move towards the upside. We can't be making a lower low. A lower low will indicate a move to the downside. You can see buyers are still kind of pushing back though. And what we saw from last live is when buyers still keep pushing back, price does come back eventually. So currently this looks more of like a compression zone like we had previously. But the question is, are we going to continue to push higher? You can see buyers are still pushing back by the actual size of all these candles. So they all are relatively small. But we do need to make a higher low, sorry, for the market kind of to shift and give us a nicer look towards the upside. So ideally, a lower low forming at this level would be very nice. I mean, Twitter-wise, Twitter's also very silent right now. Nothing seems to be happening.
Other presidents should have done this. 47 years they've been toying with these stupid people. In many cases, stupid people. This should have been done by Obama. He went the other way. He was giving them cash. He sent plane loads of Boeing 757, took the seats out, and put green cash, 1.7 billion in the plane. Every bank in Virginia, D.C., and Maryland was stripped of their cash. They took out all the cash from the banks. They put it into a plane, a Boeing 757 packed with cash, and they flew it to Iran, and they let these guys just, I don't know what the hell they did with it, but they took it, and then gave them billions and billions of dollars and bribed them basically to be friends. And after giving them tens of billions of dollars, they screwed Obama, okay? That's not the way we play. No, we do it the old-fashioned way. And they should wave. They're very proud. Maybe you won't see a white flag, but essentially, that's already what they are.
Yeah, so pretty much from the image you can tell, like, let's negotiate, I'll blow shit up. Let's negotiate, I'll blow shit up. I'll blow shit up, let's negotiate. That's kind of what we have right now. Well, that's what it looks like anyway from like a side view. It's like price is fighting for its way back up though. You can see buying pressure is still there. Otherwise, we would have come a lot lower. We would have come a lot lower. That's what I mean, like market is literally in a 50-50 right now. And the posts we're getting are posts that literally look like this. US-Iran negotiations stall. Progress in the talks completely stopped according to the Wall Street Journal. Both sides are now deeply entrenched into the two biggest issues. Iran's nuclear program, especially uranium enrichment and stockpile, economic relief and lifting off sanctions on Tehran. No breakthrough is expected in the immediate future as neither side is willing to compromise on these core demands. I don't know. Iran is just taking the piss right now. That's what it looks like. I mean, a push to the upside is definitely what we're expecting, but currently it's not looking too positive. It's not looking too positive. My entry is not up. Well, it is up, but we are down. We're obviously down. But we've got some kind of rejection there. Not letting the price make a lower low. So that could be an indication that we have still got some buying pressure within the market right now. So a shift towards the upside is definitely what we're looking for. But currently price is kind of it's just, I don't even know what it's doing right now. We want to see that push. We want to see that push. The thing is, even on platforms like, you know, X, things are just so cooked that you can't even decide what's actually legit, what's actually just, you know, hype. So yeah, currently the market is very cooked. It's hard to actually understand, you know, news sources as well. because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes you don't even know if it's actually real. So President Trump dropped a major statement. In speaking to numerous of great leaders, they would be honoured as soon as our document is signed to have the Islamic Republic of Iran as a part of the Abraham Accords. Now that would be something special. He's mandating that his team begin the process of bringing more Muslim nations into the Accords and says it would be an honour to include Iran if they reach a proper agreement. Rubio, hopefully we can pull it off. This is classic President Trump. Maximum leverage for peace through strength. No deal unless it's full America first. So a united, stable Middle East would be historic. The Abraham Accords are expanding. Cooked. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Took a bit of a significant loss there. Not gonna lie. But I believe we'll most likely come back within that zone that we was moving at 77,270. So let's have a look at liquidity. Yeah, there's still some more on the upside at 78k, and yeah, this, I mean, it's equal. It's equal for both sides, really. Well, we got 31 on the RSI. What have we got for movement wise? Whales are leaning to the bullish side though. Yeah, everyone's leaning bearish now. So I'd say from midpoint, about a 77,508, we could come in for a push to the downside. Because it doesn't look like the situation is getting better. We'll come in for a longer position actually to catch on what we actually lost. Pudgy penguins as well. Nah, Bitcoin will have to have a lot of strengths, obviously reclaim those levels, and it really does look like we're going to be pushing to that downside. It really does look like we're going to be pushing to that downside. There's no more strength towards that upside, so a level that we could kind of aim for right now is 77,270.5 for Bitcoin. 77,205. Nope. 270.5. $270.5.
degrees and I get what you're saying. I just really don't want to hear it right now. Can you shut up for like once in your life? Listen to me. I took your nice words with advice about how you think I'm gonna die.
116 profit. I believe that level of 77,270 would take us a nice, well, it would bounce back from those losses we just made from those two trades. That first trade was nice. That first trade was very nice. But yeah, we need to come back. We need to make a comeback. Yeah, everyone's leaning very bearish right now. Wales, mid, and retail all leaning very bearish. So as soon as I enter, we get a fail of a previous low. Of course, of course. Oh my god. This is the type of stuff that gets me. It's just so funny. Sometimes it is so funny. I mean, we are in slight profit, but I was expecting a much sharper move towards that downside. Like right now, there's not really much structure to a move back up to the upside. We've failed to obviously maintain that level, and we've come for a pretty sharp move to the downside. But we still have obviously room to come down to that level. We still have room. Yeah, I mean, Wales are now extremely bearish. Mid is very bearish. Retail also very bearish. So we actually are getting a stronger push towards the downside, but price is somehow still keeping within this level. Cooked. Yeah, everyone's leaning bearish right now, so Sui has now come up in price, so has Pudgy Penguins. Great, I love it. I love it. More liquidity in the upside, 78, 74 on a downside. And we've got a stronger push there from the buyers. Great. There's no way. There is no way. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. This is honestly just random stuff like this. I've got no words. I have no words. Thing is though, if we reclaim this level though, we could be looking to that 78k though. But that's if we reclaim it. I don't really have confidence in reclaiming it though. But it looks like a fake out right now, but it's too early to tell. We are slowly coming to an end to this session, so make sure you guys check that link in the description below. I'll take you directly to Everdex. It's a platform I use for all my trading, so if you're looking to trade, then look no further. I mean, Ethereum looks pretty good though. So realistically, we could come in and trade on that level. 56 on the RSI, looking pretty nice. Right, what have we got? Yeah, there's more buying volume coming into the market right now. Bitcoin does look like it's in for a move to continue the upside. So this could be a good position to enter. 53. Looks like a retest to me, so I reckon I will be coming in for a long position there. Do the same on Sui. Fuji Penguins as well. And Pepe. Do Ethereum as well. Ethereum's in a very nice position to the upside. But yeah, Bitcoin does need to start making those higher highs. This does look to me like a retest. We've had a big push to the upside retest, and then a continuation is what I'm expecting right there. So we'll have a look at Ethereum right now. We are making higher highs with Ethereum though. Well, we were actually. High, low, high, low, we'll go high. To be determined by the looks of it. Bitcoin is slowly picking up that speed though, which is really good to see. That gives us some confirmation that this was actually just a retest. So surpassing that previous high would put us in a very nice position. But we need to see it, of course. We need to see that happen.
We go round in circles, searching for love. We go up and down, lost and found, searching for love. Looking for something that
I don't believe Bitcoin, obviously, it came close to liquidity at 78k, and then it dropped, and it made a drawback, but it never does that where it just leaves liquidity laying there. The fact that it came so close does suggest to me we're going to get a bigger push. We've got a bigger push there, but we actually do need to come past that high. Now Discord link is right there, and I'll be posting all of the results on that channel, so make sure you join. Liquidity wise, we are at 88 million, still towards the upside. There's less liquidity in the downside, not by too much, but it is quite it is less. So there is a significant amount more liquidity in the upside. Price is currently staying stationary. So we might see some consolidation until an actual move to the upside happens. As you can see, we are slightly bullish. Sui is somehow down. It will catch up momentum wise, so I'm not too fussed. I'm very confident in this market shift though. Very confident. We'll put on 78k for Bitcoin. That's where we're going to earlier. and I believe we will actually get that liquidity at 78k for Bitcoin, as we previously didn't snag it. We were very close. We made a high of 77,868. So that is pretty big. You can see Sui is now catching up with that momentum. We're down 100 only now. So Bitcoin does need to break above kind of this level and continue higher. So make sure you join that Discord group in that chat box below. So we are coming slow. We're slowly building up that momentum for the upside, which is good to see. We'll have a look at what we've got for Twitter. Leftists and fake news are spreading massive lie that President Trump is facing a possible health problem. Yeah, no, Trump is well and healthy. Why have we got no sound? Alright. There we go. We need to see that move continue though. We need to see that move continue. It is looking pretty positive though. We are looking pretty positive on that move though. So we've got two impulsive moves now from Bitcoin. One there and now one there, which is very, very nice to see. Alright guys, it's been a pleasure. I thank each and every one of you for tuning in. So check that link in the description below. It'll take you to Everdex. No funny business. Check it out. I recommend it. You'll definitely not regret it. So pretty much Everdex is a fully decentralized platform that you can trade on. You can trade obviously stocks, crypto, and many other things. You can trade meme coins as well. So in the near future we are bringing Forex into the market, so you'll be able to trade Forex on there. There's prize pools, you can win loads and loads of bonuses, level up, you get a huge cash back on your trade. So if you lose, you get well, the highest level I believe is 50%. So you get 50% back from your losses, which is just crazy. So make sure you check that out. I definitely recommend it. So the link will be in the description below for you guys. So join the Discord as well and subscribe so you don't miss out. There'll be many important videos coming this week, as this week is very, very crucial. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out. Now, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll update you on this trade in that Discord group down below. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all